Hey, I'm on my way to the Lindsay Theater to see Todd Killer Wolfson's Batshit. We are going to get to talk to Todd Wolfson after we watch the movie. Have some fun talking to the cast, just different people that went to see it, you know. We're gonna have a good time here. So, this is it. One last big party for the year.
All right, you guys ready to go Batshit?
Let's go Batshit.
All right, everyone. Welcome to the Lindsay Theater and Cultural Center. I'm Rishi Sadie. I'm the filmmaker showcase advisor here and one of the managers. Who's here for the first time this evening? Give me a show of hands. Look at that, big portion of you. So welcome. We're glad to have you out here celebrate the Halloween spirit and season. So for those of you here for the first time, the Lindsay is a nonprofit theater and cultural center. And as part of our mission, we show independent films like you're going to see tonight, but we also show first-run films, we show seasonal films, and we do special events and a lot of nonprofit work, a lot of community events. So subscribe to our newsletter, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, to stay up to date for more exciting events like this. So what we're here today to do is showcase one of our region's filmmakers. So really excited because this is the perfect Halloween movie. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'll let Todd tell you about it. But Todd Wolfson, it's our man right there. Give him a round of applause. Todd's a Pittsburgher. He's a horror fan. He was inspired by a lot of people, right? John Carpenter, Sam Raimi, all sorts of films. And I'm sure you'll see a lot of those influences in tonight's film. I've had a chance to take a look at it. And let me tell you, it lives up to the title with a lot of, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a lot thrown in there. It's good. And Todd started his production company, Just Buried Films, about 10 years ago, 2015. He's been working on films for a long time, then basically over a decade now. And this is his debut feature film, and we're super excited to premiere here at the Lindsay. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Todd to tell you a little bit about the film. And then after the film, stay put, because we are going to have a Q&A with the writer-director, our star, and one of our behind-the-scenes wizards. And we'll have an exciting discussion and audience participation afterwards. So, all right, give it up for Todd again.
All right, guys, are you ready to get batshit crazy? Yeah! This movie definitely is batshit, and I'll just keep it real short and sweet because, you know, I'm super nervous, and I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming out and supporting independent cinema, because this is the real deal. This is it, coming out here and just celebrating film, cinema. And this is something that we all worked on for 8 years. 8 years in the making. And yeah, it's a big deal. This is my first feature film, and I feel the love and support in the room. Thank you for coming out. And also, by the way, happy birthday, Sierra, my lovely girlfriend. It's her birthday. Devil's Night. I love you. And thank you to my mom and dad, my family, and everyone else. And Jeff. All right, I guess thanks. Have fun, guys. Thank you for coming out.
All right, guys. Just a heads up. First thing you're going to see is a little trailer about the theater to show you a little more about the special events we put on here, and then Todd's prepared a special slideshow that's going to play first, which is going to show some behind the scenes, some exciting stuff, and then the movie will start. Like I said, stick around afterwards. We're going to do the Q&A. So have a fun night. We'll see you soon.
Thanks. Carl, where you at?
All right, Carl, where'd you go? Did he step out? I think he stepped out.
Hey, Carl, you better come back here. This is batshit. Batshit country.
Oh, he's just in the restroom. Okay, he can join us in a minute then. All right, guys, let's give it up for Batshit one more time. Right, we'll kick off our Q&A here. Carl, doing this event. Why don't we have you guys kind of, we know who you guys are, but why don't you introduce yourself, your roles on the film, and then we'll have our multi-head and Carl join us as well.
Sure. So my name is Todd Wolfson, and I'm the writer-director of Batshit. And to the right of me is Jerry Itrola, the star of Batshit.
Hey, how you doing, everybody?
We're waiting for our editor, Carl.
Our editor,
Jack
our
of all
VFX
trades.
artist. Yeah. All right, so it's all right. We can kick it off right now with us. I mean, I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions. If you don't mind, I got a couple questions to start us off, and we'll open it up to the audience. First kind of question is, let's give it up for Carl.
Oh, there's Carl.
Right here.
Yeah.
Carl, you just want to introduce yourself real quick and your roles on the film?
I'm Carl, so I did the last baton pass of the editing among how many other editors. So
He did everything.
I don't like to take all the
I'm
credit.
just kidding.
I certainly didn't do everything, but it was a joy to do the music and finish up sound and all these other things. So I was helping make it
I'll
be
just
a
add
finished movie.
to what he was saying. Yeah, basically what happened, the very short version is that we had the first editor, Jamie Lockhart, came in and did a great job with the first cut of it, but life happens, he got busy, and we had a few other hiccups, and we'll just leave it there. And then Carl came in, and it was literally like the bat rising from the graves. I've been saying that. Literally, he came in and he saw my vision, and we just said, a couple, the main illustrator, all the art you see, all that animation, the artist, his name is Nicholas Caesar, and the animator who did the animation is Mayor Overton, and they both just phenomenal. They did great work, and they gave us ideas. One of them was from Nick about doing an Godzilla scene, and Carl did all of that stop motion Lego stuff, and that's why Batshit we kept going let's try to push this. Yeah, let's add this, and a lot of it was just let's see how batshit crazy we can go with it. And
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
that sounds like a lot of improvisation to me.
Yeah, you can say that again. But it was a lot of stuff that we felt it belonged in Batshit, and the reason why we're let's keep doing this. And I really feel that doing after 8 years of this, it just you just watch it as a testament to show if you love something, just go with it, roll with it. Don't ever say oh, I'm not going to do this, or say maybe I feel oh, let's just finish it here, and then feel oh no, just keep going, go batshit crazy. That's all I'm going to say about. But I love what Carl did is what I'm wrapping up and saying. Carl came in and just was came together, and we just let's finish this thing, and as you see, and then having Jerry here as such a great lead actor to also play two roles. He's not just playing one. You guys playing the evil side.
I'm not the only one who played two roles.
But you were one of the best. Okay, everybody was awesome. You guys rock. But I don't know.
No, that's perfect. I kind of wanted to know how everyone...
Stop it there because I'm just rambling.
Came up. This is great. Wanted to know how everyone enjoyed. Well, let's go back. This project took so long to come together.
Yeah, I'd like to add something. One of the original cuts was actually 2 hours and 9 minutes long.
It's a completely different film, and I was saying the end credits, people don't realize all that extra footage. Carl could tell you, there's probably another 2 terabytes, or not, if not more, of extra footage. We could make 2 more movies, but I'm not. But basically, it was just let's use all of the footage that we saw that fit the narrative and made my story come to life. And just basically overall, I just wanted to create a really fun, original, entertaining movie that was in the same vein of Beetlejuice, and I could sit here all night. All the movies that I love, all the artists and filmmakers that I was inspired by, which also is a combination of music too, because we have a lot of great bands, local bands, like the Braddock Brothers, who were the Zombies, Jason Martinko, and just a lot of like, all the music that I love, like I listen to is a lot of crazy punk rock and just rock and roll and rockabilly stuff. But I just basically, we all came together, the community, and I was like, who do I know? Who do you know? And we basically made a movie. And as you saw, it takes a lot of work, but we finished it, and I'm proud of it, of the little Batshit baby that we made. And take it away, Jerry. No.
Todd, how did you come up with this? I mean, where did this? I mean, no, you got all those inspirations, but I mean, where did this idea come from?
Yeah, basically, I'll give you the super short version. I'll try to. So I had this idea for a character. I had seen a lot of movies that, you know, Evil Dead. Trying to think of other things, like a lot of the main movie was Eraserhead and Tim Burton stuff, like Beetlejuice and The Shining. See, I could go. A lot of things inspired it. So basically, the idea was this guy, originally it was supposed to be a short film, only like 20 minutes, if that, about a guy who's just trapped in his own mind. And he's hallucinating, really. He was prescribed this prescription that, well, as you saw, he was on a joyride. And basically, that was it. I didn't have like a side story with the newer, a cop side story, but then I met people going to the 48-hour projects, and I met a couple actors like Jerry, who I saw on a 48-hour, and I said, I just saw his performance, and I knew he was Felix. I just knew it. And then I met David Grodowski, who helped me, and we fleshed out the story. And basically, a lot of my family members and close friends pushed me in that direction to make it a feature film, even though I was only like maybe 5 years at the time in, you know, as a director, being a filmmaker. But I already made a couple short films like Sponge, and like, you know, just silly, fun monster movies.
Sponge is referenced in Batshit, in case anybody doesn't know.
And Jerry is also in it, and a lot of other people are involved. So a lot of these things, like we were like, let's just keep the camera rolling and stay creative and keep making these films. And I just was like, yeah, I was like in my head about thinking like, okay, am I ready? I'm not ready. Whenever am I going to be ready? Let's just do it. You know, so we just went with it, rolled with it, and made a feature film. And that's, yeah. And I'll just say one last thing on it. I looked up in the thesaurus, like, I was just thinking, okay, what's the title? And originally it was Bonkers, and I was like, well, that's a candy that I remember, like, when I was growing up.
I remember Bonkers.
And it was Bonkers for the longest time, and then I just was like, but the second time I, like, did research on the definite, I looked up the word, and back in the dictionary online, I typed in crazy this time. And Batshit was like the third one down, and I was like, come on. I was like, I'm already Batshit, baby. That's the title. So it just fit, and I mean, like, I don't know, maybe like the sequel can be like something like close to similar to that, if there is one. But yeah, that's where I came up.
We got enough extended edition, maybe.
We definitely do.
And what drew you to the role, and what were some of the biggest challenges playing, like, you know, I mean, basically multiple and also multifaceted, sort of, you know, you have to change your personality for different scenes.
That's kind of a broad question.
Yeah.
So what exactly
For films, but
yes.
Specifically, what about this role kind of attracted you?
I met Todd through a mutual filmmaker friend named Matt Diolas, who happens to be in the audience today.
Shadow Frame,
Yeah.
shout out.
Anyway, I can't remember if Todd and I met at a 48-hour event or a networking event, but it was an event that's film related. And anyway, Todd and I met, we got acquainted, and he mentioned that he saw some of my performances on YouTube and a whole bunch of other places. And he said that he told me that he had this project that he wanted to get off the ground called Batshit, and he had me in mind for the lead. And I just gave in right away, and I said, hey, you got me. You know, when you're ready to start filming, you just let me know, and I'll be there for you. And I also want to point out that I was really ecstatic whenever I learned that what he had in mind for me was a lead role, and I was even more excited whenever I found out that Batshit was going to turn into feature length. Batshit is my very first lead in a feature film, in case anybody doesn't know, and the reason why I was excited as I was to do Batshit is because getting cast as a lead actor is a rarity for me. So I'm hoping that Batshit will lead.
Well, I just changed that for you and other filmmakers out there. This is the guy. That's right.
So I'm hoping that Batshit will lead to some more lead roles in the near future. So hopefully my wish will be granted thanks to Batshit. Anything else you want to know?
No, that was great. Thank you so much for sharing. We'd love to see you in some more films coming up. I'm sure there'll be more.
You know it. Everybody here will be able to find me in something in the near future. It's inevitable.
Absolutely. So we know you had a bunch of collaborators on this project. Obviously, we saw a lot of them in the credits. But if you worked on this film in any capacity, could we just get a hand raise right there? Yeah, let's give them a round of applause.
Yeah.
You guys rock!
Yeah, Batshit, baby.
So there was a ton of people that brought this to life. But Carl, for you, what was? I know you talked about you came in this project kind of in a later stage of editing, but then there was I was just talking to an audience member. They were like, "Wow, there was a lot of different, layering, VFXing, compositing. This must have been quite a beast to tackle for both of you." Did you have a biggest challenge, and did you have a biggest sort of maybe fun experience, like a fun challenge, being like, "Oh, this was like a cool thing to try out on this project"?
Well, okay, so for starters, the biggest challenge was actually learning how to collaborate with another super creative dude and agree and get to an awesome point. That was actually the biggest, the graphics and a lot of the things that I did, I've just done that stuff for years. So I was ready. We just had to come up with how things would work in the best way and how to make it just insane. And I'd say, as far as technical, the process of it, making sure that the edit still had a good roller coaster flow just overall. We wanted making this a feature, like you said, it was a concept that was probably 20 minutes, but added all these other plot elements, and then making it still flow as a big trajectory, and then sort of keeping some twists apparent or not apparent, depending on how you see it. But that was the biggest challenge, and I would say the Godzilla scene, which with all the buildings getting smashed and all that stuff. It was in my dining room with cardboard and paper, and just it was
a lot of fun.
It was a sandbox. Todd created a sandbox that I could just play in, and we both just fucked around.
Well, basically with that whole kaiju Godzilla scene is that the artist Nick Caesar was this needs. I showed him an early rough cut of Batshit. You guys would be first see it, you'd be like, okay, really, come on, but he saw the rough cut of it and he was like, I think you guys should add a Godzilla kaiju scene, and I was like, dude, we want to get this done, and I was already at the point.
In a way, I can't blame you.
But I know, right? I was like that, but then I was like, no, I saw it. I was like, yeah, and I know what Carl's capable of and what he did. So Carl, I was saying, reference what you're saying about how getting in, really diving into the edit, finding you understood, you saw my vision, and we roll with that. And what I was trying to get to is that you're more what I would say, well, you're an animator, but you understand music like I do. I'm not, I always wanted to be a rock star in that way, but the thing is, you understood that beat by beat of how a story. You saw my story, you saw my vision, and you understood how every scene was basically. I was trying to create a fun roller coaster ride. You're at a fun house, right? You're on a carnival ride, and you're also the metaphor is like a roller coaster ride. I've always said Batshit is like that because you're going up the hill. The anticipation's building. You're looking around. All of a sudden, you go around that bend. And then you get down the roller coaster, Batshit, and that's how I always I just wanted to create a fun, just tribute, like punk rock tribute to like everything that I love about going to cinema, to seeing movies. And Carl he saw that vision and we just rolled with it, rocked with it. And Jerry brought it to life with his animated, like one of the first shorts, and I don't remember, I'm sorry what it was I saw.
Don't feel
like
bad, I don't remember myself.
It was like, wow, it was probably oh yeah, obviously it was a long time ago, but it was like one of those short films where I think it was you were playing a mad scientist, and there was no dialogue. I think it was a silent film, but all I saw was all your facial expressions, and you were just playing that out like classic Wizard of Oz, like really animated. I knew that Jerry was perfect to play the role because I wanted somebody that was unique and also could be very dimensional in a character where they could play the evil side of his character and the good. So you had the classic, good versus evil, the Wicked Witch. Wizard of Oz is definitely another. Let's all just give it.
I'd like to point out that I'm more dimensional than many people like to give me credit for. I hope you don't mind. I'd like to share a funny anecdote. We were talking about the
we don't have time for that. Oh. JK.
You briefly mentioned that scene of the city made with all the boxes with the papers on them. We did that at your house. As we were we were in the middle of doing that scene and filming. I kind of made a joke, and I actually started singing the chorus of Starship song, "We Built This City."
And also, this was like 7 years deep in this, and everyone was like, "Is this ever coming out?" But Jerry was still ready to go for extra crap we're just adding in as that.
Jerry's always like the trooper.
That was super helpful.
Yeah.
We could always get pickup shots of Jerry and absolutely. And he looks exactly the same.
I was gonna say that the years he took to make this, and yet keeping that continuity, and Jerry didn't age a day, so that worked perfectly. I got too into character, but let's open up some questions. Do we have any questions for so I'll bring a mic up to you, and then we'll come down here.
Thanks. I usually don't need a mic. Todd, guys, it was really well done. I completely enjoyed it.
Thank you.
I wasn't expecting that. I've seen a lot of local filmmakers, but this one I thoroughly enjoyed. So my question is, or comment, I've edited documentaries, and it's a very masochistic task when you're doing a feature documentary. I'm looking at it like a filmmaker, thinking, if you put this on my desk to edit it,
I will tell you
there's no way I would take that on.
As someone who's just now in my third year, getting myself more credit, learning how to do basic editing, I was in a room with 3 or 4 other editors. Yeah, I had to make sure I'm not leaving nobody out. It started with a whole other editor, and to get into that is, like I said, would be a 3-part Hollywood True East story, and you don't want that. But I will tell you the short version is that I learned so much from Batshit over the 8 years of being in the room with other editors, talented mofos, yeah, I said it, like Carl. Because watching him learning, becoming the sponge, learning from him from the beginning, because I worked with Carl from the beginning, and Matt from Shadow Frame, and Jason Boyer. That's right. Don't forget. And Jeff Kreller. That is another OG. I almost forgot. I said your name earlier. I didn't forget about you. Got you, bro. Got you.
One thing about it, give credit where it's due.
I think the answer to that really, I would say it would be a lot to answer that, but I think the short version would be just watching Carl do his thing. Yeah. And I could see how much pressure, compare it to a 48-hour project. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's you get 2 days to make a film, and you're under a lot of pressure. And we did one together a long time ago, Terabyte, and he was in it. Yeah, shout out to Terabyte. Yeah, Ed, who's also Billy and Batshit. Ed, You rock, brother. I just want to acknowledge. Actually, everybody rocks in this. I love you all, but you don't send them. But the thing is, like, back to that is like I see what it takes. Like when you're under pressure, and he's sitting there with a cigarette, like several cigarettes and coffee at like what 6 a.m. trying to brace the clock to make him time to get that movie to the 48-hour and all that. But then there's also the other side of that where you're the creative side of it where you can't rush that. I'm sorry, no. No.
Yeah, having time on this was actually a gift. To have an experience like
this
kind of
claymation,
way.
stop
It was
motion.
actually joy, like in a lot of ways.
He works for, can I shout out to that? What is the company, the video game company you work for?
I work at MegaCat, so
MegaCat?
I do video games. I don't even edit.
Yeah, so this guy is like, when I really say, I call you the I've been calling you the Warlock since the beginning, because like, you told me that when I met him, like we were starting to do 8-Bit Bloodbath, my first short film, which is like Friday the 13th, retro gaming. Long story short, I needed an animator to do 8-bit animation. And one of my friends, Brian, I think it was, I contacted one of my friends and he mentioned Carl. And that's where it all started, because I knew Carl, like when I met him, I realized like, whoa, hold on, you come from a music background, you can do music, and then you throw in the visuals, can do all that. Is that enough? I'm like stroking the ego. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know how to take all this.
Well, brother, you came in and like I said earlier, it was really like the bat rising from the ashes, because we had this skeleton of a film and it needed there's parts that were missing to the narrative, the story, to make it come. We didn't just do this to be like, let's just add another Lego scene. Like there was things that just we needed to fill the narrative to make the story flow and work. Because before we didn't have those things. It's like when you have the puzzle and you're missing the piece.
Yeah,
of
it
the
really
puzzle.
was like putting things back together, or taking it apart and putting it back together.
That's why I bring that up. But having someone like a fundamental, someone who can just be like, I can, build this for you. Like, let's, if you make, let's try. Let's do this. And once we found, I guess I'm trying to think of what the word is, like, we always kind of were on the same page as far as like we're both into old school horror movies, The Thing. And we had the same type of creative mindset of how we knew how to attack it. But I think like I just realized it's still going about, this is the same answer to the same question. But I mean, I think it's just a lot of willpower. It's just like, and also if you're just passionate about something, just do it.
We went down here.
So, Todd, what's with the lobster?
Oh, good question. Excellent question. So that's all coming from Dave O. And basically, Dave O. Gradowski played the doctor. And this was like a running gag on set. At first I was like, this is silly, but then again, we're making Batshit. So I mean, come on. So I said, yeah, let's do that. Let's keep putting the same toy lobster in every other scene and making a game out of it. Like every time you see the lobster, you have a drink. And we never really, it just was like a little, fun thing that we did. So that's the lobster thing.
I'd like to add something about the lobster. The lobster reminded me very much of the oranges that constantly showed up in the Godfather movies. I don't know if anybody ever caught that.
Yeah, I think I remember some of that. I need to rewatch those, but yeah.
So the Godfather movies have the orange. That shit has the lobster. Think about it.
Compared to Godfather, hell yeah.
How's it going, Todd?
Great.
John,
Oh, there you go. Hey, Jonathan.
John.
John.
Okay, so this is a weird story. Me and Todd, we usually connect through Facebook. I'm your first editor.
I know. That's why I reacted and said your name wrong. I was like, John. But I remember you, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were one of, that's why I was counting like the editors. That's why I was like, wait a minute, we got a couple, we got more than a couple.
It's all good.
Like,
So it's crazy because I did the first cut.
Yeah.
I feel like I had
Whole
maybe
nother.
25% of the footage. It seems like you guys did like way more after that.
I am not kidding when I say we could make like 3 more Batshit movies with just the footage we have still. Like, I mean, like we literally went through, he saw like all the fouls, like one of the other editors, Jamie Lockhart, I don't know how he swifted like through all the footage without labeling it, like this is that scene. Instead it was all just numbers and letters. I'm looking at like, I don't think I'll ever be able to figure out how to edit. Like, cause I don't, yeah, but he was able to do it his way. But anyways, yeah, truthfully, it's.
I have one big question.
Uh-oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a deep one. So you get an edit from me. You're done with principal photography, supposedly. What do you feel when you go from seeing something that's not quite your vision?
Yeah.
How do you feel then, and what are your feelings through those 8 years?
Well, I
until
felt
you get to this point.
it wasn't complete. That's like straight up.
I had to tell him it was complete, so
Yeah,
it's
he had to
it
say
would
that.
never have been complete.
Well, I was like, I want to keep like creating more to this Batshit. Like, and I was like, what else can we do? Like, and then he was like, 4 years, 5 years passed, and I'm like, let's make another one. Let's do something else to add to it. And in truth, that's not what happened. It's in the reality in life. I said this earlier. People drop from the project. Key people drop from the project. The short version. Animators, musicians, editors, people have babies, real babies. This was my Batshit baby. So I wasn't going to give up on my Batshit baby. And as a testament, I'll say to that I'll stand up for that and for every other artist for their right, for your vision to complete it. That's punk rock. Because if you're not happy with your vision, with your story, whatever it is in life, why are you doing it? You know, ask yourself, like, why did I start this? Like, this is something I'll, and if you are happy with it, finishing it where it's at, then hell yeah, I salute you. But me, I wasn't happy with where it was the first, that you're asking that specific early rough cut? No, it was somebody else's vision. It wasn't mine. And that's nothing against them. You know what I mean? Everybody's so different. You go the classic, thing we were saying, like,
It's like the director's cut.
yeah.
Really, again.
Just as I watched the movie, I'm thinking like, why didn't anybody laugh at that part? I'm like, you're inside your head, Todd. Like, because like everybody has a different sense of humor, and everybody looks at the same. They don't look at the same thing you do. So I have to sit back and like take that, be humble about it, and realize like this isn't going to be for everybody. But at the end of the day, I'm like, I loved it. I had fun making it, and I think Jerry and Carl and everybody involved that helped me make this movie. I cannot say more. Like, I have so much, you know, just love. I look back at this, and rather than look at it a negative way, I look at it like I learned so much on set. I made so many new friends, and we had fun. Keyword fun, and we didn't give up on it. So my heart is open to you guys.
Yeah, so shout out to John, everybody that worked on this movie.
Yeah.
It would never have been otherwise.
No, oh my God, like starting filming this, just to give you an idea of Batshit, the first day on set, well, I was actually a week before that, the lead makeup artist got another job and just said bye. And we were at the mercy, where we were filming was in Monongahela, PA, which is right in a warehouse right down the street from Tom Savini Douglas's school. So we were like at the mercy of makeup artists at that school. Like, can you please, we'll take anybody. Like, just come down, like, and we had.
Yeah, we filmed there for a month,
Yeah.
Over a month.
Shout out to Hope. Hope McGrath was one of the main ones who
Oh,
stuck
yeah.
around like almost every day, and she was going to school. And then we had like just other just fresh, you know, makeup students that were like coming out of school, and this was a fun, you know, DIY, low budget, independent film. So it just made sense that we had them there, and we did what we could. And then like with that, being that I was already from that background of Trauma and Full Moon, and these are independent, you know, films, that I already was like, okay, if I know that I wanted this to be more like, because I had a lead makeup artist when we had all these big things I had going on, you know, I was with no budget, thinking like, we're gonna do all this, and then like, here we are 8 years later. But like, we have Carl, like I said, all these amazing, talented people that we were working with that helped us make it, into what it is now. And like looking back on it, like I said, I don't regret that, the first skeleton draft of it at all. It's just, it was something different and it wasn't mine. So yeah, that's how I'd answer that.
Now that it's finally complete, what's next? How can people kind of see this, spread share with other folks around?
So right now I am working on getting streaming. I can't tell you specifically where right now, but I'm working on getting that done. So sometime early next year, I'm looking at getting Batshit streaming. But in the meantime, we are selling copies of the Blu-rays on the Just Buried Entertainment website. And right here, you get physical copies tonight.
Got a couple outside, perfect. So if you just want to take them a Blu-ray,
I'm just gonna say, I hope you take care of the streaming part, and I really hope that you can get a distribution deal for this because it really deserves that.
Oh yeah.
We got one right. We have time for maybe one or two more questions.
Hey.
Like yours right here. Yeah.
Hey, are you going to have the movies on DVD or VHS?
I was thinking about, actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I have a friend who does the VHS, and he messaged me not too long ago. He said, you want to make Batshit VHS tapes, and I was like, yeah, it's like something, I guess it's a comeback. Like, people were, like, I see a lot of this, like, I didn't think it was, then I'm at these conventions and I'm realizing that there's these other independent filmmakers making VHS.
I'd like to point out.
I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that Batshit definitely has the feel of a film that's found on VHS.
Yeah, totally. Even the poster art was something I wanted to. Glad you brought up that VHS, like VHS or die. But the VHS art was something I wanted, like a retro vibe, like of something you would see at like, Family Video or West Coast Video back in the day. But I'm looking into other avenues like that. Blu-rays right now, and then streaming and anything else like video games. Carl.
I like the video games idea.
I'm saying has potential, but yeah.
Kennywood.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah!
Whoever said that, you're a genius. Let's go in on it. Come on, me and you, we'll go in on that. 50-50.
Yeah, a Batshit right at Kennywood. That's perfect.
Yeah, next Friday, I think we have a whole Batshit line of merchandise.
I'm all for it. Let's go all kiss.
Before we wrap up, I'm really curious, Carl, Jerry, and also obviously for you, Todd, but anything else you guys are working on that we can look forward to upcoming? And then, Todd, for you, I know this was a long process, so we might still meet. So this one.
Start with Carl.
Yeah.
Well, I've been kind of consumed with my job making games after this project, so that's all top secret stuff. But I still enjoy making music for film, so shorter films and things like that on the side. So I did quite a bit of the music, and Jeff over here did a bunch of it too, and with our powers combined, it made it work in every scene. Because I certainly was like, I'm stumped, I don't know what to do here. And Jeff pulled through with that too. So that's what I mainly like side music things and maybe short edit stuff. But yeah, this was such a beast, I need to take a vacation.
That's understandable.
It was such a beast that I was going to say in reference to what you just said is that's why I brought it. We had to bring in other editors, other friends that we all work together or under this same umbrella, because when you're an indie filmmaker, you can't do it all yourself. And learning and from everyone, and people like Jeff Kreller and Matt from Shadow Frame, and we got Jason Boyer. I could keep going. Like there's so many, Jonathan, like so many people that I see in the crowd, and just people that I know that I reach out to, and I'm like, who can you help me? I don't have any money. No, but no, it's like one of those things like this is a passion project, and this is my first feature film, and I really want to see it shine, and those people they stepped it up and help do that. And
I want to point out Kevin out here, put him on the spot. Kevin
Kukler,
he was a DP.
The DP.
He made this movie look like $1 million.
Yeah, he did.
And so we had to elevate.
Thank
Everything
you,
had to
Kevin.
be elevated to that level. Like, so we couldn't skip
Thank
out
you.
on sound or anything. So, yeah, thank you, Kevin.
There's so many people involved with the film, but we have to give a major shout out to Kevin Kukler. Like, thank you, brother. So, and I mean, honestly, like I said, there's so many people we had, even, you know, like Robert Rackley, like, are people that were on the set helping us build sets, and the people from the PAs to all over. We had over 100 people involved with this film. I mean, this wasn't like let's just do this over the weekend, obviously. But I mean, like, and it's just, like I said, it really is. I mean, you saw what we did. I mean, it looks like it's like, oh, these guys just did this in a month. No, there's so much involved with it. But I learned a lot from, like I said, from Carl with editing. But like, it's just, now I'm rambling. But yeah, I'm just really grateful to have this opportunity, and like I'm glad, you know, and the support here is phenomenal. Thank you for coming out tonight and experiencing this with us. And I definitely, I guess to answer your question, actually I skipped over Jerry, so I want to hear Jerry. What's your next upcoming projects?
Well, I finished a faith-based film called Six about a month ago, and they still need to shoot some more scenes, and it's going to come out sometime next year. So, and I also got cast in another horror feaper called Witches of Brookstown. I don't want to spoil everything about it, but you know, I put my name in for that. I got cast, and I'm still trying to find out what the plans are for that film. And there's definitely going to be a whole bunch of things that I'm going to end up being in the near future. So be on the lookout for me. I'm always around.
Look, guys, if there's any filmmakers out there that wants to work with an outstanding, extraordinary, super talented mofo, Jerry Petrella, you're going to want to make him your lead actor, because he's very diverse, versatile, thank you, and just everything, yeah, and reliable, and shows up, and he'll get in a coffin, he'll be dragged all around the cemetery, he'll do it all. He'll go, he was my Bruce Campbell, and I'll just say that, and you know, you want this guy because he's awesome, he rocks. Jerry.
Todd, I really appreciate your kind words. They really mean a great deal. I would like to point out something to everybody. Todd sees qualities in people that they don't even see in themselves. So if any crew members out there, say hi to Todd and hook up with him for any project, and he'll definitely have you come on board.
That's it, man. Like,
Thank you for hosting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love having you. Is there a discussion of a social media presence so people can keep
Yeah.
up for updates?
Everything. If you go on Just Buried Entertainment, I'm on everything pretty much, from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. What is it? X? Yeah, Twitter, X, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not on Threads. Sorry, I don't know all these other things, but I'm gonna get on TikTok soon. But yeah, I'll just plug one quick little small thing. I will have a Christmas zombie holiday horror film. We're trying to get it done in time for this Christmas. And it's just gonna be a little fun short film. And yeah, I'm working on the next script, but trying to keep that,
All right, we look forward to seeing it here one day soon. If you guys have questions for the crew and the cast, please feel free. We can take photos out by the backdrop. We can still mingle and answer some questions. So thank you guys for all coming out tonight.
Thank you, guys.
This is Kelly Folks. So what do you think of Batshit?
I liked it. I thought it was visually interesting. I loved the animation. The story was just wacky, crazy,
Yeah, I mean,
I enjoyed it.
It was trippy. Yeah.
That's for damn
What was
sure.
your favorite part?
Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin.
I know, it was that damn good.
It was.
It was crazy. It was
Batshit!
It was batshit crazy. I tell you, I could tell how much work he put into it over the years. I mean,
8 years,
really,
man.
8
That's crazy.
years. I know, that's amazing. Yeah. So, I mean, now the big question is, I wonder, do you think there will be a sequel?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Felix may return.
I hope so.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah. So stay tuned. There may be a sequel. We don't know. It's all up to Todd, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So hopefully you'll be around selling this at the convention soon too.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's one to add to the collection.
Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome.
What's up, man?
Yeah. Hey, it's Jeff Preller. Yeah, you had a part in the movie. Like, you worked on it.
I did.
Yeah, you weren't in it, but you worked on it. Tell us what you did on it.
I did some music and I did a little bit of editing with the sound effects.
Oh, you do sound effects. You do editing. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a good job you did too, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was like a new experience too. So it was like I never did anything for a feature. It was always like short films and stuff like that, commercials, whatever.
Yeah. So this is like a huge leap for you then.
Oh yeah.
It's like a
cool to have credits. You know.
This is good for credentials, yeah. Because
Yes.
I mean, this ain't just shorts. This is a full-length feature. This is.
It'll be on IMDb.
Yeah, this is big shit and it's
Yep.
Batshit.
Yep. My name's on it.
Yeah, your name's on it. That's a cool thing, man.
You know, working with Todd was awesome too. Like, he kind of let me go crazy.
Oh, I did.
Which is always a good thing.
All right, so
we all need to go batshit crazy.
Oh, we do, yeah. So
look at my eyes. That's just crazy.
Oh, he's crazy. Look at him. He's nuts. He's insane. He is batshit crazy. Look at him. Yeah. So it was a fun movie. And you did a really great job with
I kind of hope that we see more of Felix, man. I'd like to see him like go through something again.
Everybody wants to see more Felix. I think Todd just created.
Party.
Todd just brought the world with a new pop culture phenomenon. I think everybody wants to see Felix.
Yep.
Oh boy.
He's gonna be a new stamp in the underground world for filmmaking.
Well, if he's underground, we better get him to the surface.
Yeah, we gotta dig that bastard up.
Yeah, get him up to the surface, man. Everybody needs to know who Felix is. He has to be up there. He should be up there with the greats.
Oh yeah.
He needs
Felix
to be
is the
great.
man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
It's
well.
party.
Oh yeah. Well, we're partying here right now after the movie, and we're gonna. What the
What
hell
you
is
looking at? What you looking at, man?
that?
I gotta go take care of some business.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh boy. Well, as we were saying, yeah, it's gonna be. I think Felix is the next big thing.
I'm cool.
All right. Well, hey, thanks a lot, Jeff.
I lost my cool hair. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Enough of that crazy shit. It's been a crazy night, dude.
Should I hop in there?
Yeah, come on in. What's your name?
What's going on? How's it going? I'm Matthew Diolis, and I did some of the color correction in Batshit. I have a little cameo and helped out a little bit behind the scene. The bathroom scene with the bathroom creature. I shot that part. That little segment.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I did the music.
Yeah. You did music. Yeah, so that's what you did. You did like special effects in, you saying?
No. I shot the bathroom sequence where Felix runs to the bathroom and pukes everywhere. And I helped with some of the color correction.
Oh, awesome. Color correction.
On this batshit crazy movie we witnessed. It's nuts.
I can see it's nuts. I can see it's having its effect on here. That's a good thing. If you're going nuts, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Going batshit crazy, there's no other way. You don't want to go crazy. You want to go batshit crazy.
Well, you go full metal batshit crazy, baby. Woo!
Legend himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anybody else want to step in? Yeah, what you got here?
I think Batshit was actually very artistic, very the animation. I like the style to it. To Jerry's character's journey to throughout the film.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, man. Hey, what's your name? Jason. Okay, I'll have to get your names afterward. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Well, it looks like, as you can see, everybody's having a fun time with this, so you're going to want to check out Batshit. It was a good one, trust me. See it. Just hunt down Todd at any horror convention. If he's going, get a copy of this movie he has on Blu-ray. We'll see you around. Hey, Todd. So,
What's up?
Everybody's wondering, is there going to be, we know you mentioned there could be a sequel with all the additional
Never
scenes.
say never. I'll just say that. I would say that but my next project I'm working on is called Carve the Bride, and it is my love letter to 80s slashers. Think of Batshit times, crank that up a million. And I'm going to do something so original and different and crazy, putting the slasher genre
back on the map?
Yeah!
Yeah!
Spin it on its head and just go crazy. Batshit crazy!
All right.
Whoa!
All right, slashers are going to come back next.
Hell yeah. You got that right, brother.
We're going to have the slashers back.
The slashers are
Bring
coming.
them back, man.
We're bringing them back.
A new slasher boom.
Yep.
For the
Trying to do
21st
something
century.
so different and original. Like, I'm not going to say anything about it. Carve the Bride's coming, baby.
All right. All right. Carve the Bride's is next big hit.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, awesome, dude. Hey, take care.
Watch this guy. He's awesome, dude.
Thanks,
Pittsburgh
man.
goal for life.
And
Go Batshit.
And watch Batshit. And check it out.
Woo! Just made entertainment. Cool, and we're going to team up together and do Rovo Mall documentary. It's coming, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a documentary here.
Sounds good to me. Hey, stay cool, ghouls. You better. This guy here's he's gonna hunt you down.
We might as well have one more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, let's get away from the light. It's glaring a little bit. Yeah, Jerry Pietrella's here.
Yeah.
He stars Felix.
Yeah.
We're
trying to get a good location here.
It's a little bit batshit crazy here trying to get this. Okay, there. I think the lights and stuff. Yeah, so you were Felix. How?
That's correct.
Yeah. So how long did it take to film your scenes?
7 to 8 years.
7 to 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time, man.
Yeah, and it seems like every time they would finish like editing, or you go finishing filming a scene, people would always get a different idea for a scene that's completely different. I mean, it was improvisation throughout the entire filming, stages.
But it came out great. I mean, it looked like a major distributor would take it, I'd say.
I would very much like for that to happen.
I mean, it was very well made. I can understand why it took so long.
Yeah, I was really impressed by that one guy who is an editor. He was in the audience, and during the Q&A session, he was mentioning how filming something that's like Batshit would really freak him out completely. So I mean, his kind words really meant a lot.
I tell you what, that one of the things I like best about this movie is that little little cartoon bat.
I can understand that. I think most people really like that character.
Yeah, just goofy little trippy animated bat,
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was fun right there. Like you had your little. It's like it kind of reminds you like he's your conscience or something.
I guess you could say that. I think different people could interpret it different ways.
Yeah, guardian angel or something, but it was
guardian angel. I don't know if I'd go that far.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't say that. He's kind of I don't know. See the movie though. You're gonna like that.
Absolutely. This is one movie you never want to miss.
You won't forget it either when you see it, and you're gonna want to watch it again. So add it to your collection. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get going here, and happy Halloween, right?
Yeah. Have a wonderful Halloween, everybody, and stay batshit.
Stay batshit. That's right. Thanks. Well, at the time of this recording, it's Halloween Eve. Not sure how many days after until it's uploaded, but as you can see, it's been a wild night. Very wild night. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head on out of here, get this video put together, and just enjoy Halloween. So at this point, yeah, we'll be back. I'll be back. Me and Talon will be back in action next year, and we'll be at it again. So, audience, stay tuned for more. We're not done. We will always be back. next year we're coming back for some more. And we'll see you around. Happy Halloween.